Okay. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Most neighborhood. It's a beautiful day for beauty. Won't you please be my neighbor? Okay. Good morning or good afternoon. Where we at? Oh, we still in the morning. 2 more minutes till we at lunchtime. Um, Welcome to Mo Knows featuring me, Monica Mo Justice. All right, let me just pin my hair back like as if I was going outside, as if I was going outside to have a fight with some witches. Ugh. Let me just pin this up. And may my aunts rest in peace. They would have been putting some razor blades up in there because in this zip code, one thing for certain, if I came outside to fight, I was outside to fight. There's no reason in 2023 that I would be sitting out here even thinking that I'm going to come outside and have a physical altercation with anyone. That is so not healthy, for me or them. So that sounds very ignorant. But, once upon a time, not long ago, I was like, I'm admitting it. I can't take it back because I did this shit. So here we are. I went to Vegas. Shout out to my Vegas trip. Whoa! I went to Vegas. I had fun in Vegas. I forgot about the YouTube. I forgot that because I did the shit. I forgot about it. Hey, what's up? I sent you an email back. I didn't go in emails to see. That's to JJ. I responded to your email. I haven't been in my Gmail to look at the emails. What's up, JT? Girl, you think? You think? Wait till I come and visit you next year in Vegas. Same month. And that's all I know right now. All I know is gonna be the same month. Um I'm admitting that because I did this shit. What's up, KK? What's up? What's up? Um. Okay, so let us. All I know is I'm going back. All I know is I'm going back because I'm admitting that because I did this shit. Okay, listen. Karen gonna be mad at me right now because I'm gonna have. I think I'm gonna do things a little bit differently. And when I say Karen gonna be mad at me, remind me, Karen, to go into details why I'm saying that. But it has nothing to do with what I'm gonna say today. It's about an action I'm gonna take. She's gonna be like, "Yeah, you better not." So that's what it is. But what I'm about to say today is gonna be focused on people being positive on the internet, right? And listening to people talk about how they walk away from these beefing type of structures. And they're not about this messy stuff. Oh no, they're not doing messy stuff, but they're doing messy stuff. And because they proclaim they're not doing messy stuff, you hear everyone shouting out, "Oh, we're positive over here. We're doing positive things over here." But I'm listening to some stuff that doesn't sound too positive to me. So and I'm going to comment on it because it's about me. And I believe that I have a right to opine on something that is about me and it occurs on somebody else's platform. Now this may not be. So the key operative word is may. not be applicable to the channel holder. But you know, we big girls, right? We all put on big girl panties. If the shoe fits, motherfucking wear it. Oh, God. That's how I'm feeling today, okay? I'm just going to say that because I'm not going to tippy toe and pussyfoot around bitches that know how this goes down, right? We too fucking old to be acting like we too fucking young. Already? Are you ready? Okay, so let's just go. Sorry for my theatrics early in the morning or late in the afternoon. However it is, top of the day, whatever it is. You know, some bitches are waking up right now and they're saying, it not, don't you dare, Ma. Don't you dare, Mo. Shut that up. Okay, here we go. I made some comment about a Maserati. I don't remember what I said. I'm going to have to find it. But nevertheless, whatever it is, I probably just talked about the same thing. Being a hypocrite on this being positive shit. The person that is known to the world as driving a Maserati to me is a hypocrite. That's my opinion of her. Now, if y'all want to come out swinging and getting into fights because I called your friend a hypocrite, so be it. This is not based on what all of you hypocrites did to Karen in the biggest Amazon giveaway ever. I didn't say nothing when y'all kicked her out, took her gifts, and kept, I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing about y'all still hanging over there knowing what have happened to Karen. I don't think anybody spoke on any of y'all continuing your relationships because hopefully one thing didn't have anything to do with the other one. But I will be very clear. The bitch that drives the Maserati. And yeah, I said bitch. Because, see, when a bitch can gaslight some other bitches to come at me, I'll take care of the other bitches in a minute. But I got to deal with that bitch first. Okay? Because you're not going to gaslight no stuff. You're not going to sit up here and kill off a friend on the internet. And that's going to be the lady that died from cancer that lives somewhere on this East Coast over here earlier this year when all of y'all when y'all were phony kicking it, because y'all all phony bitches. Let's just be for real. Y'all some phony fucking bitches. I see where some of y'all got some good relationships with each other, but with other people, y'all phony kicking it. Y'all phonies. Okay? So when I can't even think of the girl's name that passed away, but when she passed away earlier this year, all of y'all hands was shown. All of y'all hands was shown about y'all phoniness. Y'all let John Frank rape the woman through the internet. Y'all still hung out with him. You know the woman was a stroke patient, had 2 or 3 strokes or whatever was going on with her. You call up Karen out of the blue one day, I'm just thinking about you. Whatever that random conversation was, Miss Maserati. I was like, oh, well, that's nice. At least y'all got some closure to some shit 2 years later or a year and a half later. That's good. That's what's up, right? Because I don't get into what happened there. And Karen sure as hell ain't going to tell me too much about Miss Maserati because that was one of her closest friends. She's not going to tell me about betrayal and feeling fucked up and stabbed in the back and all that shit that she should have felt by you, Miss Maserati. Miss, I'm so fucking positive. I wait a whole fucking year and a half before I call somebody to at least try to just be humble about our departure from one another, But no, she called because the dead bitch died. The woman died, and she was feeling in her fake ass fifis about it. Fake ass people. So when I say I got something against the Maserati bitch. That's what it is. It's just the fake energy. That's my personal. Now I gave y'all the background as to why I feel that way. Listen, any one of us could not like the next person. You're entitled to like whoever you like, and you're entitled to dislike whoever you dislike. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So now when I speak on a Maserati bitch, if I should choose to or not, you know that it's because I feel she's a fake ass bitch. And all of y'all hanging with a fake ass bitch. And all of y'all swinging, whoop, 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 for a fake ass bitch. It's the sound of the what? Oh, yeah, I'm just in that mode today. Woo, woo. Take it, Monica. Take it down, take it down, take it down. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Now, I know that y'all creeping over there with some numbers. Some of y'all to gain some shit. So it'd be nice to have an argument with Momo. I've been over here trying to be chill. How did all of this strife even come up? LTG accused Monica of calling husband number 4. I put up a community post to whatever that crazy old bitch name is, the one that went to spend the night at Karen's house for a vacation over at Karen's house. Hailey, who paid for you to get to Karen's house? And Hailey, who took any pictures of you at Karen's house? So let's just talk about jealousy 101 from the positive bitches, okay? I told you, Hailey, a couple of weeks ago, you was going to be big mad with me. Because, see, I knew I was going to Vegas. I knew I was going to meet up with Karen. I knew I would take a picture. She wouldn't be not willing to take a picture with me. What evidence do you have, Hailey, that you visited with Karen and she locked you in her bedroom for days? That you went out here and told other bitches? See, it be the fucked up narratives for me. You go on this woman's dime to visit her, and then you talk shit about her, but then you good friends with her. It's them positive bitches for me. Oh, yeah. I ain't saying nothing. But I got accused of making a phone call to somebody's ex-husband. And all I said was, hey, Hailey, clean that shit up. And I wasn't even, listen, I thought it was Hailey. I wrote the shit down there. And then her response said more. Okay? Her response said more. And I'm doing build-ups because people think that Karen paid for broke-ass Hailey to get from wherever she lives at to wherever Karen lives at, right? They just think that Karen did the same for me. Because Honey Lot paid for a couple of meals paid a couple of meals when she met up with Rose Gold Lovely. People just think Honey Lot paid for meals for Monica. We'll explore that. But at the end of the day, hey JT, you got people up here always trying to bring out the negative in an event, the negative in a person, but tell you that they motherfucking positive. How can you be so positive if you are harping on the negative? It's not like you said something negative and you tried to turn it into a positive. Because I don't know how worrying about or being concerned with how I got somewhere and on who dime it was is a positive thing to have on somebody's platform. Someone try to educate me on how that's a positive statement. Okay, so now, I said to LTG, 1, I didn't call nobody's husband. I don't play those games. Nobody's husband, ex-husbands, number 43210, number 5. I'm not calling nobody's husband. I'm not speaking to people, husbands, period, without their wives being around. Side hoe, rule number 1. If you don't want to be called a side hoe or do side hoe things, you don't practice side hoe energy. So I've never just called up somebody's husband. I've never spoken to Karen's husband outside of Karen being on that phone call. With her being on the phone with me and maybe him saying something in the background. So to accuse me of calling somebody's husband into these beefs around here, I really felt like it was highly based on the description of the caller. And I asked her, and her response was, mind-boggling to me. It's still mind-boggling how she responded to it. The subtle pokes and attacks at me when I just asked the question. But that's okay, because you can just ask questions around here and just become assaulted because you asked the question. But I think you only get that kind of response when your question is hitting at the root of something. So then I came out here and I said, because I know that Karen called the justice of the peace in Louisiana to find out if LTG had been married however many times, if she was still married. There was something inquiry about a marriage. And it was at the request and the inclusion of, y'all want to call it graphic, but I'm going to call it Hobany. It was on her request. See, and people out here, leave her name out of conversations and this and that. These are facts. We're not supposed to ever speak on facts anymore. That's what they did. So when Hailey gave that negative response, I then said, yo, I don't really know when this lady LTG had this, her significant ex-husband, whatever, when they had this call, because I don't believe she disclosed it. Because, I'm a thinking being, and I'm like, I don't remember her really saying when this shit went down. If it was a recent phone call or if it was a phone call from back in the days, all I know, she accused me of being the person. Shit. And it's an old person. And since Still Cross's wife, that bitch, is in the practice of asking other people to do her dirty work, I just assumed, and yeah, I don't like to assume, that Hailey did it in concert with her. Based on Hailey's response, I upped it up a notch. Now, if people want to say, oh, that's messy, don't incorporate her in Hailey's discussion, okay, y'all fine with that. Y'all got a right to feel that way. I ain't mad at you for it. It's what I said. I'm not going to take it back because somebody in that camp over there did it. Because it wasn't Mo. And what I'm also saying is that I don't know how y'all do this stuff up here, but why would you want somebody else to be blamed for your investigative work? Claim your shit. You called that man, claim it. Or LTG made it up. But nevertheless, y'all know y'all was up to something based on Hailey's response. That's my allegations, and I'm sticking to it. Now, if you want to be mad at me about that, I understand that. And I ain't mad at you for it. You have a right to disagree with me. That's about it. Those are the things that I said. Those are my feelings behind why I've done or said the things that I've said. Is that clear out here? Now, I realized when I was doing some thinking about this, eating this storyline now about Honey Lot and the Mills. I did reach out to Honey Lot twice since last night. I reached out to her last night and this morning. I haven't heard back from her, but I really don't need to hear back from her to speak on my Vegas trip that I invited Honey Lot to. Okay, so Honey Lot was my guest. So consider that whatever you want to consider it to be. I know that Karen had a conversation with Anita. So I'll wait for Anita to come back out here and tell the rest of the world what she now had a conversation with Karen about. And then I'll listen to that and hear how that played itself out. Because Anita, the game is in your court. Because, let me see. What day did Karen have the bingo game? What day did Karen do bingo? Because, see, Karen has her own ways of herself, right? So she did bingo, and she had some winners, and she wanted to pay her winners ASAP. Like, she wanted to pay the winners while they were there. She wanted to pay the winners, like, in real time, no time. So she reached out to certain people to get certain information on some of her, on one of the winners so that she can reimburse her or pay out the prize, right? Not like these other contests and scams that Karen accused people of doing with their bingo game, right? The rigged bingos and all the other stuff that was going on. She wants to make sure that she is a steward of her actions, whatever she says she's going to do up here, she wants to do. So she went to go seek out to make sure she paid that lady. Sometimes when you are so invested in doing you miss some things along the way. In that conversation, she had one with Anita. So Anita, it's on you now to straighten up your storyline that you put out there. Period. End of story. I listened to some things. So let's get into Vegas. Mo went to Vegas. Mo's hotel paid for by Mo. Mo's flight paid for by Mo. Mo ate in Vegas. So one time we went to the truck. Everybody paid for their own stuff at the truck. So that would be Joy, Monica, and Honey Lot. Let me see, where else did we eat together? I went with Honey Lot to a place called Hash a Go Go, and it was off of. We had to drive in Honey Lot's car. Honey Lot drove down from Cali. She met me at the airport. So I wouldn't have to pay for transportation from the airport to the hotel. So if we talk about, we just going to talk about what people might have spent on Monica, right? Because I didn't contribute any gas money to Honey Lot for her drive down there. Should I? It's a vacation, right? We're meeting up at a place. She picked me up from the airport, so I didn't have to pay for airport to hotel, and I didn't have to pay from hotel to airport. So that was on Honey Lot. Thank you. Let me see what else. She arrived at the airport to pick me up. Guess what Honey Lot had? Chick motherfucking filet. Have y'all had some Chick-fil-A? She had Chick-fil-A when I got off the airplane. So when we got in her car, she's like, I got you some Chick-fil-A. No, it's not being pulled apart in a negative way, because you need to turn negatives into positives, right? If you meet up with people, sometimes you could have financial issues meeting up with folks. I didn't have any financial issues on this trip. I didn't have no financial responsibilities or need anybody for anything. I was going on my vacation. I was going on my vacation. I was gonna be in Vegas. I contacted Honey Lot and said the same. I'm gonna be in Vegas on this and this day. Girl, you calling me at the wrong time. Cause I'm on live talking about how you bought all this food for me at Vegas.
You are lying.
I'm no, I'm no, really, and they could hear you. So, how much food did you buy me? I just got to the part where you met me at the airport, and you had
Uh,
what? What did you have for me in your car at the airport?
I had you Chick-fil-A.
Chick
Two
Fil
different
A.
sandwiches to
Uh,
make sure I got one you liked.
how many did you get?
I had bought two, but I just ate the other one. I wasn't really hungry, but I was like, well, let me see which one. I don't know if she like mayonnaise. Do she like the secret sauce?
Okay.
Just want to
Oh
make
yeah,
sure
cause
you
there was
have.
yeah, there was and then she had this nasty tea. I don't know what it was, lemonade. Ugh. What
You're
was
so
it?
stupid.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
yeah.
I gotta finish. Since you're on the phone, do
Okay.
you mind?
No,
Okay.
at all.
So, what other food did you buy while we was in Vegas for me?
Oh, damn. Oh, I got a gourmet popcorn.
Gourmet
Because,
popcorn, girl,
yeah.
from
Remember
Starbucks.
yes. And you didn't even eat it. I want to eat that bag so bad. It was so good. But I got the popcorn. I got you
Pause.
the
Can you just
are
pause a
you
moment? And you didn't
yeah.
even eat it. Bought me some gourmet popcorn, and I didn't even eat it.
No.
Next, the morning. So we arrived on Thursday, checked in, correct,
Mm-hmm.
right? I had an
Yeah.
issue at check-in. How much of your money did I use at check-in?
You didn't use any of my money at check-in.
Just checking.
I'm sorry.
I know I'm just
Oh, just
checking
checking. Oh
because
yeah.
Anita
Uh
Anita
huh.
went on a
Mhm.
live stream and told people that you bought me food. That you I ate. I went to Vegas and you were the person that was responsible for my food. So I needed Karen to pay for my trip and you to pay for the food. So I'm just
Oh
going through
Lord.
the food
Yeah.
stuff.
That's ridiculous. Because for one, I have to. I knew I was gonna have to fight you if I didn't just say, "Let me do this just to pay for your breakfast." That's the only like real food is when we went to breakfast. It was like that's the least that I could do because you sponsored your own room, your own everything. So I don't
It's
know what kind of narrative is going around because I don't listen.
I know, but it might be whoever you talk to on the
I don't
down
talk to
low.
anybody.
On the
I don't
down
even.
low.
No,
Girl.
I don't talk to anyone on YouTube. Period. Joanna is basically the only person, and I don't think she talks to them. So there's nobody I talk to on YouTube. I have a whole life. I've been traveling. I'm getting ready to go to South Africa next week, and I got a life. I love you,
Oh,
and
wait a minute.
if you call me,
Wait a
call
minute.
back.
Somebody's in the chat. They was like, "Oh, we forgot the tacos." Remember when we went to the tacos truck?
Mm-hmm.
How did we pay for our tacos?
Individually. What? How do you pay? What the fuck?
I'm just saying, cause we were standing on corners.
Oh,
Shit.
we was on the corner. Yeah, we was on the corner. Shit, hooking. It was a hook day. It was hooker night. No,
All
that
right.
was like we could have eaten anywhere we wanted to. Like that's my life, and that's your life. We can eat wherever we want to, but we heard that Joyce shared with us that was they were famous, in a good
Good
spot
taco
for the
spot.
tacos. And so that's all we wanted because we didn't want anything big yet. We were walking and shopping and
I mean,
window shopping
we
and
went to window shopping. We did window shopping
yeah.
at that
Mhm.
fancy dancy place that
Super
Joy
fancy.
drove us to us.
Look,
Yeah.
nothing under $200. Everything. God damn it.
And
I'm
that's
like,
it.
oh, this is beautiful. That's why it's gonna stay hanging right here.
On a rack, right? All right. Well,
This will be on your rack.
Yeah, well, let me finish with this live because I just wanted to. I'm glad you called while I was on the live because it's just spontaneous. I said I had put two calls into you, but this is what it was about. When are you going to Well, just are you leaving this month or next month? November.
I leave November.
All right, don't put a
November
date.
9th.
Oh, girl, don't put a date on it
That's
out
all
here. Oh, but you know what? All right. November 9th. I got some big things happening on that day, but I'll make sure to reach out to you before that time.
Okay, please do. Tell TT I love her.
I will. All right, later.
Hey, everybody in the chat. I can't see you, but y'all have a blessed day and a good day. And
no, it's the people in cyberspace. No, the people in the chat. The people in the chat don't. I'm telling you specifically, it was Anita because I heard it come out of her mouth to my ears. So I'm saying it was Anita.
Well, you would not be the YouTuber that I pay for to do shit. So let me put that out. Yeah, Honey has treated a lot of people, but no, the Vegas, you sponsored yourself. It was great. We had a good time. It was hot as fuck. That's it. It's memorable to me. So
it's gonna always be memorable to me. You just better not pull a Eloise on me. That's all I'm saying.
I love you.
I love you back. Bye. All right.
Bye. Enjoy the live. Bye.
All right. All right. So that part. I'm gonna need a drink for that one. What's wrong with you positive bitches? Let's chop this up. What's wrong with you positive bitches today? Is that not what y'all want to do? Like, what's wrong with y'all? What's wrong? You know, I've been up in arms with you folks since you decided to go look into tax documents on people. And I've had issues because as I spoke to other folks on here, they always feel like, oh, well, you put public stuff out here on a public platform. You say things on a public platform. But when is there going to be personal responsibility for inappropriate research? Why are y'all so messy? And then lastly to Anita, why don't I speak about my son's situation? You know, you see this one over here? This one over here? You see how this goes? Somebody please screenshot. Do not throw her. Do not block her, my one moderator. Please do not block her. But do you see how I'm gonna have to go get this now? Do you see how Bam could come in here and ask me for a favor? This is the stuff that I don't understand. Bam can ask me. Ain't no other Bams. But the next day be cussing me out and shit on platforms. And then people like Unspoken Purpose say, like, what about that J for K? I keep trying to tell folks around here, the people that were in the community formerly known as J for K, they have a different relationship. It's a dysfunctional family. In the words of Karen, it's a family. But I will clear. I'll get. I think a lot of people wanted the clip, and that was some. People came under the comments asking for the clip of Gears coming up there and in the red light special. It's just crazy around. It's just absolutely crazy around here. I don't know if I would have just went in a room and be like, I come in peace. Can I get that clip from a video so I can use it? But this is what they do. This is the makeup. This is what happens when people have been around each other for 7 years. This is that bullshit. This is that bullshit. He actually came up there in a red light. JJ was like, yo, what the fuck? You got red light. Yeah, it's just like crazy. Karen was like, did he put a she was like, was that a still picture? I was like, nah, I was moving around. I was moving around. That's what made me like, I was like, yo, he really, the question is, I mean, the real question here, and it's probably what made UP do that second part 2 on them that I didn't get a chance to listen to. But she did that because it's like she's saying, y'all all gonna be friends again. And I'm gonna be like, well, first of all, I'm not gonna be ever cool again with Gears and John Frank. Period. John Frank sent somebody to my house to rape me. Period. End of story. Right? Because he told the man I had the best head game in there. Wop, 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 wop. Right? That's the sound of head coming from his household, right? Because she probably wop, whopping, whopping. So that's what he used to hearing because he made the sound effects. Wop, 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 wop. So that's an ultimate violation. You cannot recover from sending people in on somebody like that. You can't rebuild that kind of relationship. You can't, that's when you have crossed the boundaries. And as for Gears, Gears is not a person that ever fucks with anybody. He don't give a fuck about nobody. And I figured that out at $5.72. Yeah, he sent them in. He sent one guy one day to come in here, and he tells the guy on his channel, like, yeah, you can go over there and fuck her. She's a hoe. The guy comes in here, gets on my panel to try to talk to me. Then wants to send me emails apologizing for what he did. I don't know what kind of spell people got on people. That other man that did that man got a whole daughter who's a lawyer at one of the top law firms here in New York. And he actually did a pull-up looking for some, and the man's a married man. So it's like, what kind of influence these people have? So there's no return for John Frank. There's no return for a couple of other people, like people that went up here and want to tell people I was sleeping on air mattresses. There's never going to be a return for that because the damage that was done, right, in the response. Because I'm not going to say that man didn't have a reason to respond because I said his girlfriend's name in a chat. Let's look at the violation. I said his girlfriend's name while I was on a panel. And basically I was saying, so-and-so should come and get you. So that's just a matter of fact speaking. I know the person's name. I said the person's name. They should come and collect your ass because you are acting up right now. The response is to tell the YouTube the man sleeps on an air mattress. She slept on fucks on an air mattress. He's whatever, I don't know. I guess works at Fresh Direct. Shit. You know, people put their own spin on it because I realized that might have been What kind of worker was it? A day worker, a day laborer, or whatever? Shit, we all day laborers. We don't own no business of our own. And that's about it. So the response of just calling somebody's name and then the narratives that was put out here, when I could tell everything or anything about any of the conversations and personal things that I know about the person, I chose not to respond that way. Period. I chose to go high when he went low because it wasn't that serious. And then someone shared with me a video of him talking mad shit about me before he came back to hanging around me. And I said, I can never restore that friendship because it was always never real to the other person. Period. Gears is one of those people. That shit you see him doing with UP right now and saying all that shit about her after she had all that mad respect for his dumb ass. Terrible. Just terrible. And you know what? She thinks, which is unfortunate, that anytime you say something that's truthful of how you feel on a situation, that is trying to finesse her, right? You know, these people who've been abused all their motherfucking life need to stay off the internet. What you do when you find out that you've been a pawn, as she wants to say, because see, listen, they all behind me, right? See these pawns right here? You don't see Mo picking up any of these pawns and putting them down. They got all knocked down. The queen came in and knocked them all down. That's how shit works. Pawns. I'm just like, I can't with these people around here. But that was probably some of her best shit ever. Listening to that porn shit and getting picked up and put back down, and she's not gonna get picked up and put back down and all this other stuff, and y'all getting picked up and put back down. I was like, yo, that's some good shit right there. I didn't hear that while I was live because it was all the way at the end of the shit, because, you know, I've had to finish listening to it. But that was some good shit right there. But at the end of the day, people that have hurt people want to hurt people. And she has her guards up that everything around her is hurt. And Gears in them, right, as she was talking about having this great deal of respect, she feeling a kind of way because how their response is. But, you know, I wasn't going to gloat on her platform and say, I told you so that day. I was actually going on there to really break down that text message because I didn't read it the same way she was reading it. But it wasn't to be in favor of Gears, because once she read the y'all part, and see, I process y'all differently, but I could understand how she was processing y'all. I was like, I was good with it. What made me angry was his tactic, not answering her question, gonna put a question up there. And you know, that's the funky thing he gonna do when he come on platforms. When he came on my platform, though, and he was willing to cam up to play, and then JJ was like, well, he was willing to cam up because he wanted to say all this negative stuff or whatever. At what cost? He was willing to cam up. The bottom line, these people seek attention on here. And because they seek attention, they don't care how to get the attention. And that's the bottom line. Well, we know that he made the post going at her. I mean, he made the post. The issue for me, and I want y'all to hear some things out about the people in the Kanika community, right? It's a the formerly known as Kanika community, right? It's still semi beefing. They beef in terrible ways. I listened to and Linda in the same live that Anita is speaking, that I heard third party through LTG. Um, Linda said, and I know who Linda's target is, right? She's got something directed at LTG. Period. She did not express, because you see the interchange of them, and I can say this listening to LTG's commentary on it. She was keen to be able to distinguish between the two women. Linda was speaking on LTG, and Anita was speaking on Monica. So depending on how you hear the conversations, you got to be very keen on, they're talking about two different people at the same time, but they're talking about a situation. And when you listen back to UP playing Linda's video, the very first video, that's what you also hear with the women, right? Each of them is on, they're talking about, in essence, they will fall into my Two Thoughts Tuesday category, where they're talking about two different thoughts that are interconnected. And they do that well with them. One of the things that Linda said, and I want y'all to understand the construct that's going on right now, is that she said that they will collect the information and then pass the baton to Money Boy Trey so he can do a series. See, when Karen be out here talking about these people are working together and stuff like that, we never believe it. But we hear it. She clearly says that that's the plan. They will gather the intel and pass it on to Money Boy Trey so he can do a series. So when Karen is looking for where's that LTG footage, right? Because she's got a personal against LTG. It's personal. LTG sent people over to her house to take her children away from her. And it's launched an investigation to take her children away from her. That's always going to be personal to her. Stuff is just crazy around here. So when you don't see the videos and stuff, that was what I was going to tell Karen about, that I didn't get to tell her, that I said I wasn't going to say anything until, because I wanted to play it so she could hear it for herself. You know that there's some strategy going on back here. Everybody knows that man is guilty of doing a series for content. And he's hoping to hold the audience of this group right here. He's hoping he keeps the J for K base, because he has no base. Now, I'm always trying to explain to people in the J for K community to understand your value added to all these platforms. That's never going to change. It's never going to change. You guys are a commodity to people that have no platform. Know your worth, your value, your true value, before you go in making up somebody else's platform. When I first got here, the one thing I regret is not understanding the value of the girl group and making our own platform. Had we done that and not been submissive and think that we needed to do our shit through the men that were already established here, it would have been a force to be reckoned with. Period. End of subject. But that didn't happen. And I understand the dynamics more today than what I did yesterday. Anita, you young lady, and you might be older than me, I don't know, did one of the biggest cardinal sins over here with logic. You came out as the judge, unknown to me. I don't know if anybody else knew Anita, but I didn't know Anita. I seen her only as the judge deciding the cases, right? New character, very animated. I never really have had any negative anything to say about her. The Trill situation, when she pulled up on Trill, think it's risque for people to pull up on people, but okay. But it's the fake call and the pretending that she admitted to doing that I want to bring y'all attention back on, since Slowy and Company is back on the scenes taking down JJ's channel. And just remind you of the things that they did under the reign of Slowy and Logic together. The terroristic events that occurred around here. How when they made you their enemy, they weaponized the whole community against somebody. Because most people want to be part of that group. Most, not everyone. Some of us have always been on the outside. The few times that I was over there, gang member of the group over there, never thought like that group. Extremely apart, but very mindful of what's going on. My own experience, the reckless interview up there on the bitch thing. One of the few mistakes that I always own up to. I wish I had never participated in that. Even down to, can you send me the thing with the timestamps? So I know how you could get swindled into this stuff. They did fake interviews over there and pretended to be the voice of people, right? He put out some stuff, and he said that he was interviewing somebody that had something to do with Trill, and she later tells us that that was her pretending the whole time. Secondly, which brings me back full circle to the LTG allegation against Mo, that husband number 4 was called by me. That camp over there, Anita's, the odd couple bitch, her husband, Slowy, those are the type of people, and the crazy fucking Christian bitch, highly crazy ass, are capable of doing those type of things. That's their DNA on here. That's what they do. All I did was speak on that. These are the actions that they've engaged in on the internet. Now, if I went lower than that, hold me accountable to that. But I don't think I've went lower than that. And if I did, point that out to me, and I will definitely correct it. Because everything that I've spoken on has been the stuff that are factual events that occurred here. Going to cemeteries and dancing on graves and stuff. These are the people that say they in this community that is founded off of that event, but they go to the cemetery and dance on the girl's grave, twerk on the grave. People don't know, people don't know the history around here, but that's the shit that's out here. Now, I'm going to deal with the elephant in the room as it relates to JJ and Karen. They had a relationship before, and let me use relationship honestly. They had some kind of interactions or engagements, platform to platform, long before. No, I'm not going to say long before I met Karen, because it was during the time that I met Karen. Because one of the things that occurred for me with Karen, because I remember, I'm going to bring y'all to the event. Karen recorded Carla. And then Karen came out here and played or threatened to play Carla's recording. And I reached out to Karen. I was sitting in my car in the Wendy's parking lot. And I reached out to Karen and I said, hey, Karen, I'm not going to be able to come in your chat no more because the robbing sinners are in there and I'm just going to keep my low profile. And she said, you can come in there. All you got to do is not say nothing to them. I said, nah, that's okay. I'll just stay away. And I also said to Karen in that conversation, I think Carla was being genuine with you when she reached out to you. So that must really hurt that you recorded her. Little did I know at that time how low you people go. And I'm grateful to the fact that Karen has kept it like, her jiggy. And always felt the way that she felt about people. I cannot, just like I was saying to Miss G on that conversation the other day, I cannot, and thank you for letting me go back to that because I have something else to say about Anita and Miss G's. I cannot take that back. I cannot make Karen and JJ get along. Period. JJ did what he did on Trey's panel, and Karen is not in a position to be forgiving. I may have crossed the line the day when we was on the platform together, Karen and myself, and JJ asked for us to play his video. And Karen was like, it's still fuck him or whatever. I think that her recent video was to double down on her fuck you for him forever. And that's just it. He said it would never happen again. But she feels the way she feels. And I can't begrudge somebody that felt wronged by someone, to feel differently. This is when you have to respect somebody else's position. And that's what I have to do. I have to respect her position for her. So when she's on her platform and she's speaking for herself, she's speaking for herself. This is her experience. And I heard UP echo my sentiments about people's personal experiences around here and how you only can base your reactions today on what you're doing based on your experiences of yesterday. They shape how you respond to things. So, Karen made her video. She made her stance. I kind of told JJ yesterday morning that, Whisperer, she's still mad at you. Like, it's still, I should have probably said, Whisper is like, fuck you for life. But I didn't say that. I was just like, Whisper is still mad at you. And Whisperer doubled down on that. So that's that. Now I said I was gonna come back to Miss G and Miss G and Anita having this fake outrage for Miss G's feelings and how Miss G felt and how I let Miss G attack Karen on the platform and how Karen felt about I let Miss G attack her and stuff like that. It is apparent to me that Karen and Anita have some kind of relationship. The only thing I know is what, Karen came to me and spoke to me about, I think it was yesterday. I feel like it was just yesterday where she mentioned the whole food stuff. But I'm going to let Anita straighten that out. Even though now we've heard from Honeylot herself. So it doesn't sound like Honeylot was the source of that. So I guess I would have to agree with LTG that these people was writing a script over there about, yeah, y'all cool, right? And you had a conversation with her. But I would have to agree with LTG that it sounds like right now this was pulled out of the sky somewhere. And I think it's because, well, she didn't say pulled out of the sky. She just said it was made up because she didn't hear Karen say anything about paying for no trips and stuff and all this other stuff, right? And at first, I really thought, if I only listened to the video at that end, I would have thought that she was just being messy. But it looks like she was being messy, but she was also looking for something that y'all said about her up there on the positive platform. See, it's funny how people could be positive but bring their negativity into somebody else's shit. I was not listening, and I'm gonna be honest to Rose Gold. Dear Rose Gold, when you made the community post, the one where you shared Still Cross's wife's video where she's got me in the title negative, I unsubscribed at that moment. And you noticed to be maybe true because I was just in your room a couple of nights before that when I was listening to something y'all was speaking on, and you modded me up in your room. Now, granted, I probably got modded so they won't block me. But nevertheless, you modded me while I was in your room. And then you shared that video afterwards. So what I did as a woman was I just unsubscribed from the platform and fell back. Because it's obvious to me you were supporting whatever she had to say that I took no cares in listening to, because I don't care how Albany feels at this moment, because I'm still trying to figure out who the hell called or didn't call husband number 4 and why my name's in it. And that's the shit that they do. Period. And it's not going to change. For me. That's all I spoke on. Now, I've been in defense of stuff when stuff was nasty out here and LTG was around there in her business and telling people all kinds of stuff about the origins of her kid and doing DNA swabs and testing and all this other shit. I've been against all of that kind of content. But all I'm saying is that I'm not a person to call up nobody's husband and start no stuff on that level. And I'm going to need people who did that to correct it. You don't have to because you're negative. That's a negative thing to do. But it might have been your natural response to being in conflict with that woman. I just don't need to be in the midst of that. That's all I'm saying. I didn't do it. I wouldn't even know where to begin to ask that man any questions about his life because I really don't know him. Why we got eyeballs? So that's about it. Normally normally I'm a G, so I would leave I would leave in silence. I don't need to make public service announcements and so on. And you can see where a person is supporting some people. I unsubscribed from Nicola Coleman for weeks now, because she made a post talking about this positive stuff. Hanging out. I was in a positive place. Was it positive when they were talking about how I funded my trip? It's still a positive place? Or are people bringing negative stuff into what's supposed to be a positive place? Now, I did hear the call for people to come onto the platform. You got to be there in order to hear that. You can't just assume that you're talking crump about somebody and a person sitting in your bushes. The best thing to do for a lot of this negative stuff is just stay away from it, not to consume it. Protect your peace so you don't leave in pieces. I'm not afraid of anything that any of those women have to say about me or to me. I just ain't got no time for it. Where it don't make sense. It just doesn't make any sense. So why am I going to spend my time on it? Questions, comments, and concerns out the chat. Let me go back through here. I will release the video later on the Gears part of him coming up there on the thing. But I just feel like a lot of this stuff is just crazy. And that's it. People thinking they being finessed by other people or wanting to be finessed and stuff like that. I also realize there's a lot of mind games going around here, and people have to preserve their base. And they don't want to lose their base to any other entities, any other channels, any other content creators, because if they do, it becomes competitive. And I get that as well. You was looking hard with the red light special. Yo, that thing was I can't believe he even did that. Like, that was just crazy. But I would have liked to have, the problem with this, right? Without Gears being so freaking sarcastic, I would have liked to have heard what he really had to say. Now, I also know JJ would have doubled down with that. Be on camera. Then I would have had to wait for JJ to get on camera. Then we would have, so we would have never had a mature conversation because we would have been conditioned out. Get under better light. You get on your camera. I'm on my camera. Like, ain't nobody got time for that at 6 a.m. in the morning when they got a job to go to. And ain't nobody got time for people to roll up in rooms talking about, I wasn't even here, but later on tell you that they was here. Joy, have you tried the white gray mashed potatoes at King's yet? And I can understand that. That's why you right. Can't do none but respect that. Yeah, people just rolling up on people, how, just going to send somebody to roll up. So John Frank can be over there and do all the whining and crying that he wants to do. Him and Gears will always be considered peasants. And I don't believe that they've got a conversation on the table with Jeff over there. I don't believe that. I believe they want to be at the table with Jeff, which is why they was dancing around with his enemy for so long, so that they can get an audience with him by feeding him information about his nemesis, which would be UP. So the question would be, how much did she confide in uh, um in a gears in the first place. I think what you will find out later on is that it probably wasn't much of anything. She just had respect for them being around her. Maybe it's the receipts they provided, because I mean, I'm sure that Gears, if he had good receipts, he would give good receipts. He would provide them. Y'all at Wendy's, Gears made that post going on. He ran from JJ. He did run. He did run from JJ when he first got on there. He ran off, trying to make it sound like he tried to come up here and put a narrative like, "Bitch, you bothered. You was up all night. Blah 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 blah." But the bottom line is, no. On my way to, I said on my way to the bathroom, but I think the comment is on my way to piss. I saw that somebody was live, or live had my name in the marquee. Yeah, that red light special. That's all I was thinking of when I saw the red light in the camera. The question is, I don't understand why he cammed up. Which which one you gonna fill me in on, K, that I left some names out of something. I want nothing to do with sour of the moment people. Spur of the moment people. I want nothing to do with spur of the moment people. It will. He said the last time he just needs to find himself or himself respect before he can respect anyone else. Anita and I are cool. I believe that. I wouldn't release it. Pay for the membership. Thank you, Monica. I appreciate that. Have a good day. Nope, I'm clear on everything you speak on. Nope, you clear. You can understand. I think that my conversation is geared towards as honest as I could be. Um so let me just recap a few things, cuz I think that people, don't get enough credit for the things that they do and the things they say. Having had this encounter with the Unspoken Purpose platform, right? And the trademark situation, what I learned that was critical about our conversations that are around here is that some things that I learned from mentors ago about wanting to protect your platform from being struck, and to do so, you gather nicknames for people to prevent them. It's to protect yourself from having your channel struck because you spoke on somebody. But what it created was a hard time for anybody that came in mid play to understand what you're speaking on or who you're speaking on. Or it became convoluted and people started to believe you was talking about them when you wasn't even thinking about them because something was similar. So you had people wearing it and feeling like it was applicable to them and you wasn't even speaking on them. So what I come to the realization is, yes, thank you for that piece of knowledge. If I want to memorialize my events better, I need to develop concise conversation. And that's why I put names on stuff and making stuff extremely clear. I felt the need to come outside today and speak on that Vegas payment stuff, not because I needed to respond. It's because it needed to be stated that is negativity in a positive world. People want you to believe that they're out here in gated communities. I remember when I was in a gated community. People in gated communities care about what's going on within their community. They're not, the issue of being in a gated community is to keep out the other folks. You want to keep some of this stuff out. So why would you bring it in? And why would you leave out your gated community to go into somebody else's community? It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood to go on somebody else's community to share your gripe. And why is another woman putting a battery in other people's backs, gaslighting them to take up her fight? Ain't nobody saying nothing about that woman other than I don't like her. Period. I'm entitled to not like somebody. You can't be mad at me because I don't like Black Snowflake. Period. I don't like that bitch. I don't like her from the moment Nicola was trying to tell me about her. I don't like her. I tolerated her on the strength of Karen. I don't like her. I could see fake, phony all through her. So I don't like that shit. And it has nothing to do with jealousy of who she is or whatever. It's just she fake as fuck. So I don't like her. But that's Karen's friends. When that shit happened to Karen over there with all of those women, they didn't say anything. So why are you saying something about Miss G? And I really didn't think honestly, I heard something and I was like, nah, they ain't really say. Why would they say something about Miss G? She probably be over there watching them. Why would they say something about her? Hold on a moment. Let me look into that. Hold on. Well, I'm not saying that. Well, I'm gonna say this. Not friends. I'm not gonna. I'm saying that y'all is cordial with each other. I don't know. Maybe if I use the terminology friends, I'm just saying you have a relationship with her, and I don't tend to my comment. What I'm saying is my commentary is my commentary. My feelings towards any of the people that Snowflake, Nicola, because I just spoke on that platform, right? There's some other names I could call out here, but Anita, right? And I'm speaking on Anita because I heard Anita saying it. So it had to be put in her atmosphere by somebody. So it's somebody who spoke to Anita, or Anita just made it up like LTG said. So it's one or the other. That's on her to come out. Now, these people going to be like, oh, I don't reveal my sources. Bitch, if you ain't got a source, Anita, then you just a fucking lie. You just out here making up stories, just like when you was sitting around with Logic calling out that other man for sexual assaults and stuff like that. You people are toxic at every level. And you don't expect anybody to ever call you on it. These are the people that make up flag teams and all kinds of other stuff because y'all gullible airheads. Y'all just repeat shit that you don't even really know to be true, but as long as you can run your motherfucking mouth on a platform, then you do it. Then you want to tell me about my dick suckers and if somebody was in your area code. It's called zip codes, but okay. If somebody was in your area code, then you wouldn't be doing this shit. You wouldn't be saying all this shit and all this other stuff. Grown ass woman throwing threats on the internet. Popping what kind of shit? What was said that would result in you putting hands on somebody? Let's talk about it. Again, folks that do not know how to resolve conflict in an equitable way. Y'all don't know how to resolve conflict. Grown, about to be grandmas, whatever y'all story is as middle-aged women, it's disgusting the way you conduct yourselves on this internet and how y'all speak. Like, what y'all gonna do? But this is the positive shit that y'all talking about. This is the positive energy. Today I'm just trying to focus on where you might be thinking that you are really doing something. And I have to say that no, you're not. And it's for people that want to come out here and tell you later on, well, I'm the silencer. I'm just going to be silent about this, but I'm going to subliminally fuck you with this information. Fuck that. Fucking talk about how you sitting around listening to some negative shit and trying to call it a positive. Come join us over here. We're doing positive things. I listened to that LTG little clip and I was like, God damn, if this ain't a fucking oxymoron I hate, then I had to hear that shit over there. Y'all want to be mad at her for whatever fucking scam she was involved in with, guess what? Her members. Something that most of y'all wasn't. At the end of the day. But y'all want to tell people how they should feel. Here's a fake ass Christian bullshit around here. All of them. Just like I lay down my Bible. I said, oh my God. I even had people repeat that shit because I never heard it. I think I asked for the scripture because I wanted to really do a deep dive in why somebody would lay down their Bible when I always know that in a bad situation, people are picking up their Bibles. What else are people doing? Beyond picking up their Bibles, they go into better prayer. So I never heard it. But see, these are the same type of people that got most of the crazy shit going on in the Kanika community in the first place. With the baby throwing up gang signs and shit and pictures and stuff. They're convoluted ways. They're ways of talking shit about people, but then gonna go hide behind the thing. I saw Vegas in there. Once again, I live in Vegas and I've never spoke on our trip, only on live. Listen, I don't know, but I mean, that's the extent. If I did speak on something, I know I wouldn't have spoke on something saying somebody paid for something for me. In terms of, especially the airfare and the hotel room. But I know Anita's not going to come out here and say she had the conversation with Karen and Karen told her that, because she just spoke to Karen yesterday or the day before yesterday, and all this other stuff took place. You know, this other video is a day ago. I don't know how Anita. I don't even think Anita's a woman enough to come out and straighten this shit out. Cause she's again gonna hide, because it's something that has to do with LTG right now, and that's how I saw it. She's not gonna come out and straighten that out. None of them are ever gonna come out. They're not woman enough to deal with the shit that they do. That's just it. And you know, I was telling somebody, like, you can even hear it. Anita don't like Monica. So Monica on that platform with Linda, she ready to blow at any fucking minute. Pop her. It's no love, dear. It's fake kicking it. Period. It's being cordial out in the street, when you out in the street. It's phony kicking it. It's what you're supposed to do when you're in somebody else's house and you don't really like another person. You still be a little cordial and you move on. I get it. Listen, I done told all of y'all, I don't like none of you bitches. I don't like no fucking body at this point in time right now. That's why I don't like y'all. Because y'all not real to me. Yeah, that's kind of, you know, timing is everything. And the Honey Lot threw a little shade out there. She said, that's not the person she bought some meals for. Right? I know what that's geared at, and the person would know what that's geared at. But this is what comes out of subordinating hate on a positive environment. Yo, don't let these bitches over here taint your shit. We got love for the new peoples. This Albany ass, she was over there with the dude. She didn't even come from our environment. I mean, I'm gonna put addresses on addresses on addresses. Cause see, that's the shit that JJ was trying to kick the other day when he was trying to say on Trade's panel, I know where Monica came from. I seen Monica. She was around me, right? We stopped following Chosen King when he had the issue with Ricky. Because the issue with Ricky was also the issue with Huggy. So when that went down that November, right after Thanksgiving, we was nowhere around. So no, I wouldn't have saw what happened to Karen up there because I didn't even see it. We, Monica, did not follow the group that went with, what's that man's name? The one that wanted to put kids inside wanted to kidnap Lenore and put her in the fucking trunk of a car. Now he might want to do that because they rich, right? They billionaires. But we didn't go over there with Rob. We wasn't on the Rob lane. I didn't even know that Hobany was running around there jumping and tap dancing and doing twerks on cemeteries. Shit. We didn't go over there. We didn't follow the Tay-Tays or whoever it was that made their own, when the moderators went and made their fucking chat. We was over here doing us. It was right. Like if you asked who we was over here reckless. You know, we was over here on that side of the lane. We don't know these people. They come in from meeting the straight drop contingent. Hoes. Still cross married a hoe. Period. You ain't gonna be able to change that. She was a whole lot of this and a whole lot of that with a bunch of the niggas out here. Period. Now that's what she mad about. Everybody been saying it. She knows it. I remember somebody calling her Hobany to me. I was like, I don't know this woman. Talking to me about her in the chat. I used to, there was somebody that was biting my ear off from Unc Fed's group, which I always tell y'all I was born, my channel was built from Unc Fed. That's who repped me when I first got here, openly and honestly. And I know that Albany wasn't over there. She didn't come from over there. Neutral. He comes from Truth Out. I met Neutral on Truth Out Loud. Eric Brown over in Truth Out Loud. Rose Gold Lovely over on Truth Out Loud. I don't know these other people. Anita, I met her when she was over there on Logic. Logic and Unc Fed had a problem with each other. Where the fuck was Gears? Who the fuck was Gears? Yeah, I said it. What lane was he in since y'all up here calling people out? I didn't even know an LTG until the situation with I heard about her because she was on platforms. But not to know that she was a content creator of any caliber until she had the situation with Tommy Sotomayor. And I'm listening to Tommy Sotomayor play her video back. And then I'm saying to myself, oh, that's kind of thing. And I'm like, growth where? And that's what I wrote. And then that's what she responded to. That's how we end up crossing lanes. And guess what? It wasn't somebody from the Kanika community that told me she was in distress over there. Somebody from another community wrote me and told me that. The other communities that I travel in that I'm afraid to go in these days because I don't want to take y'all with me. I don't. But places that I definitely know I could go and would surely grow because I have a voice. I could speak to topics. They're on topics. They're not about talking about each other. I don't never see them crank up lives doing shit like this. JT talks about, politics and shit that I like to talk about. Things that I would be very interested in. Extremely gifted in discussing. Hey, Tyon. So at the end of the day, I don't know about you peoples, but I'm about to get up out of here. I don't see no more questions. Anita, you should have a receipt the next time you talk about me and my motherfucking expense accounts. When you talk on my expenses. Y'all up here, and that also goes to LTG. Y'all up here sitting around having conversations about things you don't know intimately. You don't know all the details. Y'all sit up here and looked up my parents' home to see what you could see on my parents' home because that's where I'm living at. Anybody in their right mind that had parents that were elderly and were able to take care of them, you would have done that if you could have. I would hope to think so, you Christians out there. I would think that you would take care of your parents, and if they passed away, you would handle the matters of your parents' estate in an appropriate fashion. I didn't come out here and put my business on the street. But recently, somebody was talking to me behind the scenes. That's somebody being Eric Brown. And he asked me a question recently that I had to snap quickly. And I said to him, you should never have asked me that. Because if I ever hear it on the street again, I will always think you were the source of that information. I wish you had never done that. And it changed the relationship forever. Because one, it was something that was none of his business. And it was two, at that moment, it put doubt in everything. But you know what? When a person feels disrespected by you and they still hang around you, they tend to begin to show you at that moment. See, when you bruise a relationship, sometimes you can't repair it. And I'm just going to be 100. He was up there talking about BAM on his platform. And he was saying that the women should stay out of men's business and the men should. And so I asked the question, should the men stay out of the women's business? And he said, yes, the men should stay out of the women's business. So then I asked, so what gender are you? And from that moment, there's been tension. Because either you a woman or you a man, but either way, you should be staying out of the other person's business based on what you just said. And he got offended. And then you busybodies went to do your best. And all it takes is one little thing to do that. And he's like, I assure you, Monica, I don't have no issue with you. And then he asked me a question. And I'm sitting up here saying, man, bye. I hate that you even asked me that question. I mean, I just got to be honest. I'm going to tell you right now, one of the biggest things is the Miss G being on the platform and the Karen situation. Y'all thought y'all going to cash in on that because of that situation. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Hey, Anita, I don't want to give you not the opportunity, even though I don't have the time. Ooh, I know she was going to do that. That's for you, Anita. Just in case you got something to, you got something that you want to clear up for me. I think she is defending her people, right? I think she's defending. I think she's friends with some people and she don't like what I had to say, right? Understood. Understood. I don't like some things Anita had to say. Why don't you go make a stream and talk about your son and how? Why would I come up here and talk about my son when one, I did, and the people that were around me at the time know my truth as I presented it. One time for the fun time. I don't got no other time to be giving my business to people out here that don't care. What I do, Anita, is I work in my community. If you was, which you probably not paying any attention to, I joined my local community, working with my civic on things. Why am I going to spend my time with a hateful group of fucking junkies up here on the internet addicted to this bullshit and waste my time trying to explain my truth to you up here when in my real life I can give back in my community and work from there? Which one yields a better result? Trying to educate you damn grown ass dodo birds on the internet who are just acting rampant and out of control, or working hands on with the people in my community? I can understand that too, Karen, that she was just saying something for entertainment purposes and so on and so forth. But I could see the remix because I could respect the fact that, and I'm going to say this for everyone. Since Linda met me on here this last year, right? She has really maintained a separate, like, I don't know Monica Mo Justice and I ain't going after her for no, I'm not going to go. And I can appreciate that. I could see people, by listening to that thing, I could see people having tried to remix something into more than what it was when her conversation was definitely, she was staying her course on her topic. And I'm not going to forget the time that people were talking about me negative and she stepped down off the platform. Well, what I heard Anita say about my son was that I should be up here doing more commentary so they can get more stuff to go at me about my own son. If I came out here and spoke and dealt with people on my son's situation, that would be that wasn't entertainment though, Karen. That part Joy is speaking on, that part is right. You gotta listen to her say shit about my son. There's no fucking entertainment factor in that. You know, and at the end of the day, even if somebody wanted to say like Monica bad parenting resulted in her son's outcome, I live with that. I live with that because I could have changed my zip code. That's the only thing that was going to change his scenario. Was me actually changing my zip code, not area code, but zip code. Karen, I'm going to let you up here. Let me get my my thing. Let me get my audio together. And people are going to tell me that you're low, because that's what they said the last time, but we'll see.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I'm going to need to go to this and say it again so I can turn on that mic.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Go ahead.
So I'm not saying her speaking on your son was entertainment. I'm just saying to her, because I've known this to come from Anita about my children. Even Linda spoke about my children, and she even confessed to that, right? So I'm just letting you know that this is a tactic that they use to get back at people. So I'm not in agreement to her using your son as entertainment. I mean, sometimes when you play with people, kids, they know that will get under your skin, right? So I'm just saying it for that reason.
Yeah, it's not that it for me, it's not that it gets under my skin, right? Because one, I don't have an arrest record. You understand? Like, I'm the YouTuber. I ain't been arrested. They ain't been pulling out that stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's not my history. I'm not responsible for other people's actions, but I could be responsible for things that were in my control, right? But I'm not going to sit up here with a group of people that make content and take it out of context and
Mm-hmm.
try to explain something. So that is a stupid request. If one's to say, "Hey Monica, you could come out. Why don't you make a video and tell us about what happened to your son and try to redirect other people and all this other stuff?" Right? I came up here talking about my life, and people were like, she can't tell other women what not to do. So why would I come up here and try to do a two-peat to try to educate people on something that happened to us, to be a preventative that's going to be taken out and become a narrative of something else? I
Yeah.
shared my life. Just this is who I was. I grew up here. I lived there. I did this. Boom, boom. I overcome this. I'm this. I'm here now. Right?
Mhm.
I got people making videos talking about she can't be telling women what to do and all this other shit. So why would I even attempt to go at it that way? Does that even make sense at this
Yeah,
point?
no, that doesn't make sense. It's just, these people just ain't for jugglers around here. That's what they do. It's one of your words, unfortunate that this is what they have to come to, instead of facing the whatever was being said at the moment. So
Well, I think you know what? I don't know what I said about the Maserati. I really don't know what I said about it. But at the end of the
I
day,
don't think you said anything heavy at the time. I think you was pretty much just saying Maserati to identify who you were referencing instead of saying the name. And when people hear just anything about them, they'll take that to 100. You know what I'm saying? And me being someone that used to associate myself with Black Snowflake, I could just about believe that she reached out to Anita with whatever was said. Somebody probably told her and she told her. And that, I know that to happen with Black Snowflake. I would hope that's not really what happened, but 9 times out of 10, that's probably what happened. Because people don't come rah-rahing for people unless somebody informed them of something. So when you say friends for them, I would want to identify them as being friends. And I guess this is what you do for friends. You step up to the plate for them. So, and again, I just want to say this word again. It's just very unfortunate.
I think that's the other part. Like when I listen to UP, right, and she's always like, "Monica, you throw your peoples under the bus and stuff." Um, I wanna have a conversation about that. Are you up to that? You got a moment?
Yeah, you got go ahead.
So like, and I know because Karen and I have had these conversations about my reactions to things. Like when I go, this, that, and the third. Um, there are things about me that I don't like or I don't agree with. Monica, I can't sugarcoat that. And if I started doing that, I would be being fake to me.
Well, before you do get caught up in what you're about to say, I just want to say this to you. I respect whatever your stance is with anybody. Again, I've been around people for 3, 4, 5 years, and guess what? We're not together today. So if you need to do whatever to protect you and you're bonding with people, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel that way today. It's many people that I would like to build bonds with that I'm just being cautious at this point. I've been around too many people that are not around me today for over 3 years. So I guess for me, taking that moment to think about what I had said in that video, I had to reevaluate like, you know what, actually, this ain't the only time where something like this took place, where, I felt like Monica wasn't in control, but at the same time, this is who she is. And if that's what she does to protect her, I get it. Because I mean, we've been chopping it up, Monica, for like 2 years, maybe even a little bit longer. But who's to say in the next 6 months what will anything bring, right? So you do you, man. I don't even care what that means. People done did all type of stuff to me. I don't talk about it to this day. If me and you start talking today, I wouldn't talk about it. I'll keep pushing. It just will be what it is. And I hate that people would think that because we chop it up that they could just come in and infiltrate to divide us whenever they get ready. It's not going to be that. We talk about real life outside of this YouTube. It's only when we come to YouTube where things get rocky. But when we talking about real life, we don't got nobody trying to sabotage nothing. And I respect you. So whatever decision you decide to make, whether they think I look stupid or Karen this and that, I do me, man. I don't do them. I don't do for them. I do me. And I know what I can and cannot handle. So you keep being you, and I'm cool. It's all well. And you can go ahead and finish.
Yeah, ugh, it's just crazy stuff around here. I just be listening to the universe. Um, I don't know. I just feel like the whole breakdown, like listening to her explain that she felt that I was shady because
Yeah,
I'm looking at.
but they be trying to give somebody like me something to think about. I don't have nothing to think about. What I do know is when me and Monica ain't talking about YouTube, life is so much better.
That is true. I mean, like that is true. But I guess we don't really. But I mean, I guess we really don't talk about this too much because even like this morning, I just came down here and put in my notification stuff of what I was gonna speak on. I think
Hold
I
on, Mr. King just stepped in, Mo. Give me a second.
okay. Um,
Tomorrow's talking about some. I was about to say hi, everybody. Hold on, Mo. No, he ain't saying nothing. Hold on.
he was about to say hi to everybody. The stuff.
Oh, wait, so I was about to say, hey, everybody.
I just think that
He don't even understand it, do he? He
I
think it's
think
humble on YouTube.
no, I think that it's just crazy. But to hear her be like, Monica went back to that old video being messy and this and that. Let me explain.
One about the reaction with Joy.
Yeah, let me
Okay.
explain evaluating risk, right? Because I think and this is gonna come from my work perspective on things, right? I evaluate risk every day, right? And sometimes you have to pick a you pick a group, right? Just randomly pick something that will give you that you can, let me see how to say, you can use it as
You
a
know what?
baseline to
Hold up,
tell you.
Monica.
Go ahead.
Hold up, Monica. Because you went back to that. So, I went back to listen to a little bit more, and all I could hear was Joy talking about me calling the police on somebody. And I was thinking to myself, like, wow, I, I, I don't know what people are supposed to do when these YouTubers are reaching out to your husbands and wives. Are you supposed to just don't call the police and do something about it, or you just let them keep calling? Like, people need to understand, people take care of business around here.
You
So
know,
I couldn't believe she had brought that up, is what I guess I'm saying, because this is what they all do. They tend to go get information from other platforms that were already speaking on you anyway, or they may have jotted it down for themselves for future reference, you know. So
so
anytime anybody,
that was in the replay.
right, that was in your video replay, right? I went back to listen to that. And I just heard Karen King called the police on this. I'm like, okay, I did. I don't care. I'll call the police on anybody on this YouTube, man. Somebody need to tame y'all. Ain't nobody about to be playing on my phones, man. We got children. We take care of business around here. We don't have time for people to be playing on phones.
Um, you take a small sampling of uh any kind of data, You take a small sample of that, and you use. I see you back, Hod. You take a small sample of something, and it will project out, or it should project out what might have been going on. That video, and I said it while I was listening to it, was a great video to pull up because it was random, just picked by title, and it had so many moving elements to it. There was so many movers and shakers who came through that video to share what they felt at that time. So people that think it's messy to revisit the video are kind of wrong, because these are the same people that have been out here for months saying, you don't know what Joy said about you. You just don't know what she said about you. You don't know. Now I know. What's the difference? I think that's where it's at. And I think Karen came out here and she objected, right? And that's her right. She felt away. She made her video. She made her stance, right? But did you, in that video, right, you said, I already had Joy blocked, right? This ain't had nothing to do with the video. This ain't had nothing to do with playing something back. Then you tell the people you had her blocked?
Yeah.
Okay.
It had nothing to do with the playback. I mean, we didn't know what we was finna listen to that day. So, and Joy understood that. It wasn't a shock or a surprise to her.
No, we have block parties around here. Karen blocks my ass. She blocks me. I call her. It goes straight to. I be like, look at this bitch. I'm blocked.
I'm known for that. That's just time that I need to just,
listen. And then she can't even get the phone to work afterwards. She be like, I don't know what's wrong with this phone, bitch. You blocked me. What the fuck you mean? You don't know what's wrong with the phone. Go fix your damn phone. Turn it off and turn it back on.
And you know what? To be honest with you guys, I'm thankful to have that moment that you guys know that that's what I'm on, right? But y'all won't turn around and block me, so that's growth. Actually, I'm just like, no, I ain't at that point where I can just now block somebody because they block me. I'm gonna block their ass back, you know. So you enjoy both, even though I've done that. Neither one of you blocked me, even though I blocked y'all, you know. So it's all well.
It's kind of fucking funny. You know what Joy and I do? That's what we do. We'll let you in on it. I be calling Joy. Well, Joy started it. She's like, girl, you got your outfit? I was like, outfit for what? The block party, girl. I'm blocked.
Yeah, I'll never forget that first time Joy said that shit. I'm thinking to myself, like, what party y'all about to go to? And then come to find out, yeah, it's because you blocked me. I'd be like, oh, God. Y'all need an outfit for the block party. Like, y'all play too much.
Yeah, shit.
I don't know. It's just this what we do. Instead of disrespecting each other, let's block each other. You feel me? And then when we cool off, maybe we'll meet back up. If not, then it's all well.
Joy's in the chat feeling in her peepees. Let me just straighten it out. What I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is that you're gonna have relationships with people and you're gonna have conflict, and it's how you deal with the conflict. Period. That's it. Everyone, if you are around people that only see things the way you see things, you're in a fake atmosphere. Get out. Do like the movie. Get out. You need to get out of that. You need to be where you have diversity, you have honesty, you have trust. If you are missing trusting a person, you're missing honesty amongst each other in your dialogue, you need to get out of those relationships. Period. End of story. And that's about it. I'm not questioning anything. And the reason why I came out here today the way I did on Anita is because I know Anita had a conversation with Karen. Mm-hmm. And I was starting then looking at the hashtag timeline because I did not want later on anyone to believe that because Karen had a conversation with Anita after The bingo. I mean, what was it after the
It was the
pull
my
tab?
membership demonstration.
After the pull tab demonstration, that was the source of Anita's nonsense.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna say. Or
Yeah,
I'm not
because
even
I
gonna
would
call it
hate for
nonsense. Yeah.
yeah, I would hate for anybody to believe that that's what I would call Anita to talk about as well. So,
But only
especially
Anita could straighten that out right now. But I just wanted to make sure that I knew you had the conversation, but that it wasn't
well,
mixed up.
I spoke to Anita because when Anita confirmed to me what she said, I then said to Anita, I said, well, Anita, you got to watch that because that's not true. I said Monica funded her own demonstration, and you saying something about Honey Lot. I actually said Honey Lot was, eating off of you. That's what I said. Now that might not be true, but that's what I said. But see, you and Honey Lot cleared that up today, so that's even better. I wasn't, see, people need to understand I was not with you and Joy the whole time we were in Vegas. You were not with me and Joy while you were the whole time you were in Vegas. So while people got these little bitty stories, they're trying to get it all out because we never talked about it. I think for the most part, just know that we made it to Vegas and we had a great time. So yeah, because that's crazy that people trying to put narratives to it just to get the truth. You don't have to do that. If you would like to ask me, hey Karen, what did you do in Vegas? Karen, Monica, or Joy, what y'all do? Ask us that. But don't go out here putting out false narratives because that's not cool. I didn't pay for anybody's funding when we were in Vegas. Nobody. So
damn, Joy, why you retracted the statement? I saw what you was saying. It was so Joy feels like you talking about blocking her was put out here to embarrass her because all she speaks about is the YouTube. Can we talk about that?
Joy, technically, so let me say what I meant by that, right? Again, since Joy want to bring this up, before Joy came back around, Monica and I were talking about real life. We wasn't really trying to talk about YouTube like that and its negative aspects that comes with it. And when we were talking about YouTube, we were thinking of ways to build our platforms. So when we speak to Joy, or I speak to Joy, Joy wants to talk about what this person said about me, what that person said about me, probably hit Mo up and tell her what somebody said about them. It's like, come on with the come on. That's like another form of informant. You get what I'm saying? Some of these people that has made videos about us, reason we know is because of Joy. Let's be clear. Joy is watching all the ops, all the people that don't like her, from my ops to Monica ops to whoever ops, watching all of these platforms. Same thing with Psycho's video. Joy reached out to Monica about the video. If Joy never called Monica, guess what? We wouldn't be here today, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what I'm talking about with Joy. She don't know how to look outside of YouTube. There's life outside of YouTube.
I think when Joy shared the video with me this morning, when she sent me the link about it.
It doesn't matter. Bottom line, Monica, you wouldn't have knew about it if Joy wouldn't have never sent you the link or told you about it. That's the bottom line of it all. It's real life outside of YouTube.
I'm gonna disagree right here. This one right here with the
that's fine.
Situation,
you can disagree. You can disagree. That's fine. You entitled to that. That's your platform.
Let me look at the No, it's not just because it's my platform. Because
well,
I would tell you that over there on your platform if it came up. Okay. This Anita situation is interesting in that I know, and again, and I don't think Joy knows, but maybe now knows, so I don't want to conflate informations, right? I know that there was a conversation between you and Anita. I believe that Joy is probably watching. You're right. She's watching all the ops. I'm not going to take that away from her. But here's LTG speaking on me, and she's sharing that with me that the woman spoke on me. And honestly, I didn't even know, and let's be clear, I didn't know whose platform it was. I thought she sent me a link to Rose Gold's platform, to be honest, because I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. If I had to go find it on Rose Gold's platform, I would have never heard it. Because we had the conversation, Karen and myself, that's where I thought it came from, and I was like, yeah, I ain't going over there to listen to that, only because I already cut it off. I cut it out of my system. I don't want to go over there and listen to them bitching and moaning about what I had to say over there on her platform, and then try to tell me it's positive bullshit going on over there. But I don't want to disrespect the ladies' platform and say that it's not positive. I just want to say I don't want to find that. I don't even know how that could be a positive conversation over there. So now here comes nosy ass over here, LTG, and she's got it. Now, I will say I don't know why she had to play that part looking for her part, but thank you very much. Because it brought me right to what it is. So now I'm going to ask you a question, right?
That's cool.
Because you know you be on your conspiracies, right? Why did she focus on that part to be about me when she's looking for what they said about her?
Wait, what are you saying?
So I know you probably didn't listen to all of her video, right? Because I did. to make sure I had the context right. She was looking for a part in their video where they spoke on her.
Exactly, but here's the thing, right? And everything with some of these people are a booby trap, right? It's a setup. In Psycho's mind, she probably believes that I'm still in tune to her. And listen, if you haven't responded from 2 or 3 days ago, whenever the other chick did the video, then that means that, hey, we need their attention. We need to get it over here. To me, I felt like, so, and I told this to Monica, I feel that Psycho only did that to make sure that, somebody hears it so that we can respond to it. Reason being, because she didn't really have to go to that length. You get what I'm saying? She didn't have to go to that list. If somebody called you and said somebody did a video, then that means that you go ahead and find that video, see what is about you so you can go to those timestamps. Quit trying to break down people's whole video. And then when it did come to the part where Anita said what she said, she's sitting there trying, well, I don't believe that. Karen is saying that. What are you doing watching me? And why, if I did, let's just say, if I did, let's say Joy was somewhere in another state. If I did pay for Monica and Joy to get to Vegas, so what? So what if I pay for it? I'm not going to come out here and talk about it. It's not relevant. That's something that I did. It ain't for y'all to know. All of that was a setup. It got to the right person. And then from the right person, it got to the other person. So that's just how it goes. Fuck that shit. The bottom line is Psycho set that up that way.
I knew
to make sure
they set that up. Oh, I was just
yeah, they set that up that way. That's how they do brainwash people. They know how they people work. So they sent their people out to work. Same thing with Skits and Giggles. The only reason I knew about that channel because of Joy. How did Joy the only one get that and get it over here to me? Who would have known?
So Joy's in the chat. She said Mo calls me about things too. I do. That is true. I do speak to her on things, and I reach out to her about shit I heard and try to get clarity on it or try to prevent her from kicking up. But I don't think anymore.
I don't have any. Listen, I need Joy to understand. I don't got no animosity towards her, man. It's just some of the stuff that she does. And this is just explaining why she's blocked. I hear less about YouTube with her being on block. That's all I'm saying. So I don't got no smoke with Joy. I hope that's not how she's taking it.
No, but she was
hear you reading some of her comments or whatever, but I'm just hoping she's not taking anything personal.
Well, she is taking stuff personal because she
said, okay, well then that's on her.
She said you just called me yesterday about a YouTube video that I didn't see.
Yeah, and I called her about the broad that don't speak and asked her, hey, how come this broad that don't speak got our names in the title? I sure did. I sure did. I ain't ducking that. I'm asking her why, because she's in the front row seat of her. So she would know. She sure gave me the answer I was looking for, did she not?
She wasn't watching it, right?
No, she was watching.
Oh,
She gave me
so
my answer, I know that.
oh, this is ridiculous, but I'm not tripping. Mo, next time you text me about something, I'll make sure not to answer you. Okay.
Okay, Miss Personal, thank you. Too busy worried about the viewership. That is so sad.
In a minute.
But it's typical.
Hold up, cause I'm reading my text messages. Hold up. Oh, did you hear Anita say it, or do you get a narrative from LTG? All right, that's me asking that. Let me go before then. So
And
Anita
actually,
said
that
the
was the day
broad
that the
was
broad that don't
wrong.
speak
She
put our
mentioned
name
that
in
I
her
was
title.
wrong to
Wasn't yesterday.
Okay, so I spoke on Anita feeling like it was wrong for me to deal with Miss G. The way I allowed Miss G to attack you on the platform. So I did ask her about that.
Hmm. Well,
I asked her if she listened to Rose Gold because I didn't listen to Rose Gold.
it's all well. I'm again, like I'm saying, you wanted to know why you were blocked out of something. I don't know. I'm just telling you. Yeah.
So I did. I don't do shit. I don't call. I don't even call her like that.
Joy, that's all well. Don't even trip.
It's not. It's really not that. It's really not that serious. But I think Joy's point to you, Karen, is that you made the video and said that she's speaking on YouTube all the time, right? And she's saying you called me on a YouTube matter after you got me blocked. Like, look at this. Like that's how like.
I listen, to be honest, Monica, I don't care. I just don't.
Oh,
Let
oh,
her continue.
all
Hold
right. You
on. Let her.
finish.
No, Monica.
Once you
Let
don't
her
care,
continue.
it's
No,
over.
no, Monica. Let her continue to take that personal. That's her business. That's her business.
So you know what comes out of what comes out of stuff like this and
How
this.
you gonna talk about I didn't know I was blocked when you was the one on the phone like get ready for a block party? What you mean? Like that's crazy to me. But it's all well though. Again, some people can't handle being told some things when certain people are around, especially when these people are looking for reasons to make content on YouTube.
That's basically what happens. So like we having this conversation right here, people then go and make content out of it like, oh, they're arguing and fighting amongst themselves and la 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 la. But at the end of the day, this is real. Like it's not the fake shit that you people. No one's doxing each other and putting people's business out here and trying to fight one another and talk about if I was in your same area code, what I would do and all this other shit. Karen is saying basically, this is Karen's perspective to me. All right, this is what she's saying to me. Yo, we used to talk all the time, and it had nothing to do about this internet and YouTube. And lately, our conversations have moved towards YouTube, and I don't appreciate it. I want to go back to the way we were. Am I not hearing what you're saying to me?
That's pretty much, yes, the moral of what I'm really should have said. That's what I should have said is basically. Yeah.
That's what she's saying to
It
me.
was so peaceful. We had so many memorable moments during that time. And I think for me, I miss those moments. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can get wrapped up or sunk off into this YouTube stuff. That real life is happening outside of here. When I talk to Monica, I learn things, real things. We have sentimental conversations, and I appreciate that. And I
As
think
Joy
that's
is
something
saying,
that I came up with when I came up here to apologize to you, is that I looked at the benefits of speaking to you and that situation. And the benefits of speaking to you outweighs that. So, I'm looking at bigger pictures, man. That's
I look
all.
I looked at it as she blocked me. I'm gonna give her a couple of days. She called me out the blue and was like, "Hey, you doing XYZ? Yep, bitch, where you been?" Like nothing ever happened. Just to,
That's
because
true.
I understood it. The problem that I see here, right, and this is, remember now, Karen, this is public, right? Remember, once upon a crime, I said to you, Karen, you don't do good in three-way relationships.
You told me that, and I think I've even given that some thought. It was some other things that I had put into perspective as well. And
So I
you
think
know,
that that's one of the issues at bay. And I also and I so I want Joy not to get upset right now, because there's some things I'm gonna say, but they're not intended to make you upset. Um, but then I'm gonna come back on the other side of things when it comes down to you and me as it relates to Joy. Um, I just think that from the moment we left Vegas, right, we had to start swinging on the internet in a direct swinging, right? In this, doing responses to stuff we didn't really want to be a part of. And I think that that's been part of the hardest parts around here, is dealing with that. It's the when we had such a good time in Vegas, to leave Vegas and have to be in the midst of all the other stuff and having videos made, and Karen saying, I don't even really say nothing on this shit, and I'm in it by association, by affiliation. And then you can't really say what you want to say because you don't want to make it worse, right? And this is the problem that we're having, is that we're three individual entities, and sometimes you don't see things the way the other person sees it, and you have to be true to yourself and say it like that. And that's the hard speak around here, is that we still are being true to ourselves. Joy is being honest with her stuff and kick it and give her sarcasm the way she gives it. Karen gives her stuff the way she gives it, and I dish it the way I dish it. It's hard keeping those three kind of personalities banging all the time, especially when you know that there's people out here trying to look at the relationship and dissect it and make it out of something that it's not. So in Joy's view, when you made that video, she felt like you put her in a bad light because you let the world know you had her blocked.
but I also said why she was blocked. She talks a lot about YouTube, and come on, let's talk something else. Like, We got real life, but I don't want to talk about no YouTube all the time.
Her
So
position is
I
not.
don't.
She
That's how
talks a lot.
she felt. She felt like. But you could say Joy and sneeze, and she'll think that was a crime. You added Joy just to tell her you watching a video of a nigga that made a video about her, and she took that as a crime. All of that lured to her saying I called the police on somebody. What the hell did I do have to do with
But
Monica adding your name?
Karen, you're. I didn't know, and this is my fault. I didn't know that video was going to contain stuff that was about you in it. I really thought it was
Again,
just going to be
hold
about
on,
me.
Monica. Slow down for a second. What I'm saying is, look how Joy reaches, though. You added her, and in the midst of you adding her, she speaks on Karen. What do Karen got to do with Monica and her adding you and finding a video? I wasn't even at that watch party. That's what's crazy about it. I wasn't at the watch party. I didn't even hear what the dude said about her.
Joy, it's not that you're coming between anybody. And Karen, you are speaking on a 2 year ago video.
I understand, but that just goes to show you what type person Joy is. She in the chat right now talking about some, I didn't even call her like that. I didn't even know I was blocked. What are you talking about, Joy? What are you trying to do out there? I mean, you tried it.
I'm
I
gonna
told
say
you
this.
that.
In
I told her.
Vegas, the two people that hung out the most was Joy and Karen.
No, that's
Yeah.
not even true. I only
Yeah.
took Joy out for her birthday, and that was it. And maybe that time when we all seen each other. But other than that, it wasn't no me and Joy like that. Come on now.
Hi, Jesus.
I'm just saying, we wasn't together like that either. And maybe that's why while we on flights, she cranked her live up about the other people over there on YouTube.
Um, um, again, I'm sorry that this stuff is coming out of the video from 2 years ago.
Hey, don't be sorry, Monica. Stuff has to happen for reasons. So it is what it is. If she wants to help people make videos around, let her do what she do. So
The
cool with me.
video from 2 years ago, right? The thing is, the video is 2 years old. If I had never watched that particular video, we wouldn't have all the stuff that was going on. Like we wouldn't. You gonna come in here and say great live, really? At the at the end of the day, it's an old video. I see what you're trying to Monica Clear, what up? What am I missing? All right. I assumed her name was in the title because y'all went on her panel the day before that was my position. You know what, though? Also, I'm going to be honest with y'all because I was speaking to Joy the day of the UP thing. And you know what Joy told me? She used my own words on me. She said, do not interrupt your enemy while they're making a mistake. She said, I don't remember what you said, but remember the one about interrupting your enemy? So she warned me, and I did it anyway. The UP thing, Karen. She didn't warn you, she warned me. When you walk into your sister's house and there's a situation going on, gotta go. Shut up, Jason. Shut up. It's not a situation that's going on. Karen, you quiet.
I know, I'm on mute.
Oh. It's not a situation going on. It's hard to be in a three-way discussion. The only thing that's good about this three-way discussion, at least we're not talking about one another in a negative. Like y'all folks be having conversations, yak about the other person in a negative, and then talking about the other person in a negative. I think there's just the problem right now that we have is that we're all around people. We got relationships that are outside of these relationships, right? We got YouTube ships out of these things, and we got people on each side of the camp that don't like each other, and that's just hard. We have, and that's part of that's part of the dynamic here of being on the internet. Karen has Karen. Monica has Monica, and Joy is Joy. And it's the reason why there became a KMJ. It's because of that controversy in and of itself. But Karen was making a good point recently. She said, since the hashtag was developed, KMJ, what could we have done as a unit? And only thing we did as a unit was meet each other in Vegas, right? But there was nothing that was done that was a group. That people keep saying, oh, it's a group. It's a group. It's just three women who came to a conclusion that they were the focal point of conversations around here. Karen, Monica, Joy. Karen, Monica, Joy. They turned it into a hashtag that other people then tried to make fun of and call it a what was it? A tic-tac-toe gone bad and all this other stuff, right? So people look to pick apart things every single day. Mo, did you tell me I was blocked? You laughed and I said, oh, really? Okay. And I kept it moving. Yeah, this last time I told you was blocked. How did I know you was going to do that?
I mean, that's the thing. I think I did that video about a week ago. She been blocked since. I don't know why we still talking about. I didn't even know I was blocked. I was just
because
like, oh,
you called her. You see, the problem is that you called her.
I just acknowledge how I block you guys, but y'all don't block me. And I think I even said I'm forever grateful for that, right? Okay, then. So it's like.
So that's what she missed because she was typing. And I think that's
okay,
the
but
problem.
Just listen. That again.
I'm gonna leave the K and the J alone because this is what they do, and I gotta sit here like, y'all, could you stop? Could you please just stop? The bottom line, the bottom line is Karen's difficult to manage and Joy is difficult to handle. And I'm just in the middle saying, oh, man. And they both want to strangle me.
Man, I don't want to strangle you. I'm just like, no problem. It's just null and void. I'm telling you, the moment I leave YouTube, it's out of there. So,
but I want the world to know that she blocked me. I went to call her ass, and then she gonna tell me, "Oh, I blocked you because you didn't call me that night." I said, "Girl, I needed time to decompress from that shit. I had to think about that shit."
And that just left my mind wondering. She said,
oh, man. And you know what's so bad about it? When I was about to call her, her ass was live. So all I did was share the live and listen to it and was like, damn. Damn. So as soon as the live ended, I called her and I was blocked. I said, oh, fuck that now. She blocking people. Fuck that shit. Then all I know, I was in the car and T was like, where's Miss Karen? I'm like, I don't know. I got to get my outfit. And T said, for the block party? Oh. I'm was like, yeah, I gotta get my outfit. That shit is so stupid. I called Joy. I said, Joy, you're not gonna believe it. She's like, welcome to the block party.
I mean, but truthfully, I get upset with my siblings and I'll do it to them too. Straight up.
Oh yeah, I know.
They irritate me. I block their butts too. Then they'll have the other sibling reach out to me and say, such and such said, did you block them?
They do.
I sure did. Ask them what they want.
That shit
That
is
ain't
crazy. And look, Karen's like, I was gonna call T. I said she got nerve. She was gonna call T. And you know, right. T and Karen got a nice relationship though. I like that. They got a nice relationship. But that shit was so funny. She said, oh, we getting ready for the block party. I was like, I said, yeah, I gotta get my outfit. Cause you know, it was kind of quiet in the car, right? So then so that was going. So on the way coming back, T gets in the car and she's like, hi, Miss Karen, welcome back. So I was like, yeah, she didn't stay on the block too long.
Yeah, man, you know, we have our moments. That's life right there, man.
The bottom line is we saw the video, we heard the video. It'll take some time to get over the video, but it ain't the end of the world, the video. The block
didn't have nothing. The block didn't have nothing to do with the video. I just really thought we was gonna be able to react to that in a, peaceful manner. But it started getting personal. I was like, oh man.
So what we learned from revisiting old videos that you never seen is don't go back revisiting some old fucking videos. Just let the dead shit die. Leave it. So if it don't lay there.
And to be honest, Monica, that's what I was saying though.
Yeah,
I'm like, man, listen, same thing like I would tell Joy, if you ain't been saying nothing, don't say nothing. Yeah. If you ain't seen that, don't watch it. But see, we brought it to the front line and here we are. So
yeah, we won't be doing that no more. Sorry. Even though I did go back and listen to for my own, cause I feel like I'm in a different place. I can listen to all of that stuff and feel a certain kind of way. I don't know how Joy is feeling right now. I feel like Joy's mad at me. I feel her like, fuck you, cousin. Right now, but
yeah, all right. She'll live to see another day.
Brother, help her. Keep it a bunk. All right, now Joy got that.
Why she keep speaking on blog though? It's over with, man.
Wait a minute. Keep it a bunk.
It's over with. Damn, why she keep talking about block stuff? Like we're trying to make narratives like these cemeteries.
Because she's trying to tell you I'm a troublemaker. She's trying to say,
we all troublemakers.
She said, I didn't know I was blocked. Monica's big ass mouth called me and told me I was blocked. Good. I'm going to be honest. I wanted them not to be speaking to each other. I'm just going to be honest. Because I don't understand the two of them. I was over there minding my own business. I wake up one day, I'm on the phone with two of them, right? I'm like, okay, good. Next day, I hear, so when I was talking to Joy, I was like, how did you talk to Joy?
First of all, Joy, I'm going to need you to pump your brakes out there, won't it? Pump your brakes. Chill.
She gotta get.
I'm wondering why she keeps talking about being the block stuff. Why her tunnel vision is happening in the chat? Why? I done said so much stuff since a block. What the heck? You know what? See, this that. Hey,
it wouldn't been so. I'm telling you right now, it wouldn't have been so bad if you hadn't called her after you blocked. Like you can't. But Karen already spoke on that. She said, "Yeah, they don't have me blocked. I could call them. I blocked."
Yeah, that's why I don't know why we still here. Tunnel vision. Tunnel. Vision.
No, but the reason why you're still here, I mean, honestly,
that block is her heart or something.
Yeah, it is, because see, you did that and you said it publicly, and then the ops are running around dancing on it.
Hey, let me just say, look,
Yeah.
Joy, stop. STOP. You know what? Hold up. See now I gotta type in the chat.
So they got they. So can you imagine what it must be like behind the scenes with the three of
Hey,
us?
you know what? Conference call. This is all
Conference,
bad. This is all bad. Joy
conference.
out there. She somewhere red balling or something. I'm gonna need Joy to pump her brakes now. You know what, Joy? I'm gonna buy you here, let me hit your cash app. I'm gonna get her something. Here, go
Yeah,
buy you what she like to eat over there.
a
She like
sandwich. Oh, some tacos.
taco. Joy, what
Some
you want for lunch,
tacos from
Joy?
that.
No, let
The
me make this
tacos.
right with her crazy ass.
Wait a
Joy,
minute.
what
The
you want for
tacos
lunch,
from the
Joy?
taco truck.
No,
How much
no,
is those
I know what to
tacos?
make her feel good. Something good to eat. Joy, what you want to eat? What's going on? What she need for lunch? What's up? Did she have lunch hour yet? Because I need to
She
get her something
she
to lunch.
said she gonna stop. She said
Go
she
to one,
gonna
one, and two.
she
It's
said
11:30. Is you on your lunch, Joy? What you want to eat for lunch? Because Joy, come on. Damn. You know I'm gonna call her ass and see if she
you
blocked me.
know what
That's
I'm
what.
gonna say. You
No,
know
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
call
gonna
her and see if she blocked me. That's what I'm gonna do. She probably blocked my.
let me let me
Hey,
just say this.
Joy, do not block me. I block you. You don't get to block me. That's how I want it. God damn it,
I
said.
am so happy in my YouTube space these days.
Hold
I
on,
am
Joy.
so happy, right?
Joy
I met this
has Joy.
man.
Hold up, Joy red balling her ass. I'm telling you,
I
she
met
got to
Buck.
be. She too far behind.
Oh yeah, oh, wait a second. How is she doing
Joy is
that?
red balling her ass. I'm telling you.
How is she doing that? Cause yeah, that Buck thing was like, yeah, we could
Joy, what
read.
you look? She don't even know what she want for lunch. That's how I know she red balling. Joy, this the last time I'm gonna ask you what you want for lunch, Joy. Damn, this
But you
crazy.
know what, Joy, you must be back in.
See, look
So
at
this
it. Look at
mofo.
this. See, where is she at in the video? Joy, I'm gonna need you to get where the 60 some people up in here right now, Joy. Hey,
Look,
Tyon, chill.
Ty.
Pump your brakes, Tyon. Tyon, please pump your brakes. Don't help her out. Damn. Hey, Tyon, pump your brakes, please, sir. Please.
He's like, oh,
Hey,
this shit
5 seconds.
crazy.
Time is up. All right.
This shit crazy. Y'all, like I said, I had fun in Vegas. One of the benefits was getting to meet everybody that I met. And the
Hey,
other,
hey, hold on, Monica. My bad. Tell her straight. Told her have her to buy you lunch and then block her. I don't think so, Taya. Just for that, she ain't get nothing. Hey, Taya, thank you for that. Cause see, I told you, man, people are so shisty, man. Shit, Joy don't get nothing. Man,
yo,
yeah,
wait a
no.
minute. Wait a minute.
Nah, I don't like that. And she
So
might do.
so Joy won pull tabs after you always making fun of her like Joy ain't never getting shit. She ain't got shit yet. Joy, man. Every time.
Hey, and we ain't heard from her since she got paid either.
Now let me see who's the youngest, cause you about to have a birthday around here.
Me,
So
I'm the
you are
youngest.
younger than Joy, yeah.
I'm the brat out of the three. I am. I'm a brat. So what?
Yeah. So at the end of the day,
Look at
anyway,
Joy. She went on chat silence.
we just gonna keep being us. But don't feel no kind of way, Karen, cause Joy
Oh,
shared
I
that
don't feel no
video
type
with
of way. I
me.
told Joy not to take this stuff personal, man. She the one who want to get her fees that she says she's not in, but whatever.
She don't really send me too many links these days.
Well, that sounds like growth. As soon as she get to that level, then me and her, what she brought leftovers for yet. Joey, thank you for saving me my money because Tyon said you was gonna block my butt. hey, hey, Joy, conference call. See, Joy, and that's what I was gonna think about unblocking you. But since you want to listen to Tyon butt out that problem, you're trying to set me up for failure.
I mean, this is what it's. I mean, this is what it's like.
Hey, because I come to Vegas on her butt and tell her to meet me on the strip. It's going down. Meet me in the
Me in the
club.
tub.
Going down. Meet me in the. It's going down. Anyway, you meet me, guarantee it goes down. Yeah, that part.
That's y'all need to stop. I bought leftovers.
No, they needed a moment of truth. This how we conduct behind the scenes. So they always want to know what's happening. This is what's happening.
I mean, it's kind of
No,
yeah, it'd be like,
you always the middle person. That's why we do conference calls. We all be trying to save each other from each other.
True.
Look, she said we delayed. I told you. See? Told you.
Oh, you know what I think it is? I think it's when they push the commercials into the video. Cause I don't put the commercials in there. The YouTube put a commercial. I'm gonna put delay ads.
You know what? They do that on their own now.
They doing that shit on their own, and I think that's what pushes it out. Oh yeah, we knew when you was
okay, Joy.
That's what.
Yeah. Hey, good. You didn't hear what I said about you then. Hey, Joy, Taya tried to tell you, to let me buy you lunch and then block me. Joy, do not block me. Can you hear that? Hold on, let me type that in the chat. Joy, do not block me.
But Karen's so selfish. She wants somebody not to block her, but she gonna block everybody.
I know. That's what I'm typing too. That's crazy.
She went.
Hey, that's exactly what I'm typing, Monica.
I tell you, I'm like,
bro, we gotta do a conference call, man. I'm mad at Tyon. Tyon, hey, listen, see? Okay, then, Tyon, you remember that.
You can't do a conference call until not by lunch, they block you. Yeah, he said, that you didn't see it in the chat. He wrote that.
Yeah, Joy, you see what I'm saying, man? All right. Joy, don't listen.
Like I've said, this has been like this year, I think, in the YouTube experience for me has been like one of the best. Like I feel like I'm not so tight. I'm not so tight. I'm just not. I'm not so tight. I don't really believe I have any big issues out here. I felt like they all went to bed.
Hold up, Monica. I think Joy done blocked my ass. Let me just make sure right quick.
Y'all gonna do this.
Oh, she didn't block me. Let me just see.
I can't with your ass. I really can't.
Joy didn't block me. Hey, Joy. Hey, can you hear Joy? Thank you, Joy. Talk to you later. See you later, Sissy Pooh. Okay, cuz. Bye-bye. Okay, Sissy Pooh.
This is why I don't pay them. This is why I don't pay them no attention. Like this is why I don't pay them no attention. This is why I'm not taking this stuff personal. And this is why you people really shouldn't be taking
Hey, hold on, I gotta type that in the chat. Thank you, Sissy Pooh. Oh my God. That was a good one. Joy, that's what's up. Joy didn't block me. Nah. At least not yet. Oh, that's funny.
I don't even know what to say, but I need to get up out of here.
You're
I
funny,
got a
man.
I got a community organizer meeting to go to today. I guess
Hey,
I'll.
my man. Hey, that's some good stuff there. I like that. That was pretty cool actually.
What
And I
was
swear
it?
to goodness it wasn't freestyle. But yeah, I can see Joy, my bad. I'm gonna unblock you though. Maybe
Oh,
maybe
but
we'll
you know,
talk about
why don't
something
you
else on
why don't you
YouTube.
cut it out? Because you know what? See, y'all gonna make me tell all the shit. The last conversation before the video thing was Joy getting off the phone saying, "Hey G, unblock me, G."
I said, hell no.
Then we went into the live. Then that happened. Then you went and you just doubled down on the blocking stuff.
Monica, for real though, just reading Joy shit in the chat. I could tell she used block so many times, maybe because she was behind, but she kept using it. I'm like, actually, maybe it bothers Joy that she's blocked, and I ain't think about that. I was just blocking her.
But you
But
know, Joy, she said you didn't call her anyway. So what the difference if she blocked you?
Joy. Well, Joy already typed that in the chat anyway.
That's what she said.
Yeah,
That's what
she
she
typed that
said.
in the chat.
But
So.
Joy is correct. I do speak to her on topics. I do ask her things.
I
I don't know all this stuff. So I do
Well,
have to
I
ask
wanted
her
to
things.
talk. I wanted to talk and speak more with Joy when I found out I was going to Vegas. So, I really wanted to know what I was getting myself into. And those conversations before I got there helped a lot. So I appreciate that. But
I mean, I think
I just
yeah.
want to say this to Joy. I pray that we talk about something different. Like I remember you spoke on this earlier, Mo. You was like, Karen was trying to see what we could do as a KMJ. And that's what I think I was a little bit disappointed about, that we never made that happen, just as a KMJ, because we three different women could have been doing three different things. And we still can pull that off. So I hope that anybody's
I mean,
interested.
we could make something out of it, but I think one of the biggest issues, at least for me, was
Mhm.
that we weren't saying we was a group, and even like when Miss
But we're
G,
still not a group. We're still just three different women, three different entities
you heard
doing
what she
three
said.
different.
She was like, "Y'all gonna try to tell people y'all not a group, but y'all is a group, no matter how you
Well,
try
we're
to
not
frame it."
a. We're just three women on YouTube. We met like we met other people on this YouTube. Monica's not the first conversation that I took behind the scenes on YouTube. Joy, we talked to many people on here, but we still didn't identify ourselves as anything then, and I'm not going to identify ourselves as anything now. We're just Karen, Monica, Joy. That's what it is. It's just a hashtag. I knew, but it's all well. We're trying to still figure each other out, man. We all still in three different states, and nothing like this happens overnight anyway. So, you know, that was just a good moment, though. The
And
laugh.
I want to talk about like revealing sources and stuff around here again. I think we're just keeping it jiggy. I don't think cuz behind a lot of stuff people be like so and so like revealing informants at this point in time is very limited, right? And I think it's interesting, right? At this point in time, um, because I can hear the chatter. It's like, oh, they threw Joy under the bus. That she was the person that sent her the LTG video. Listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing. She didn't say who she sent me. She just sent me something and said this might be what you meant. This might be what you meant. And
I mean,
I listened.
and, you know,
I was talking to Karen at the time, and I said she done sent me this woman video, and then I clicked it. I said, "Oh, you're not gonna believe who video she sent me."
and a psycho out of all people. I was really disappointed, but what
I was
can you
like,
do?
And then you know how that went down. So I was like, I'm gonna have to go listen to this all by myself. So I just went and go listen to it all by myself. And then how I went, I put my video name up here and scheduled it for after my 11:30 meeting. And then Karen
Rather
called
for
me.
you, I'd rather for you to have watched it from its originators, than a psycho. I'm like,
Well,
what the?
honestly, well, you got to take other people's narratives out of it and just listen to it. But I kind of, I'm gonna say it again. I kind of appreciated her narrative because she was able to distinguish something that I'm sure if somebody else was doing a narrative at that moment, they might have said something else.
Man, I don't
Well,
appreciate nothing that broad did. All she did was put
wait till I
questions
tell you
out
the
there.
other thing I was thinking. You're gonna be like, girl, I'm gonna have to check you into Bellevue.
Yeah, that little
Bellevue is a
psycho.
mental institution here in New
She
York.
tried to put some stuff out here telling the Christmas cult to let me be a part of the Christmas cult. I'm like, girl, who asking you to think about me? Ugh. Karen didn't say nothing about what are you in my audience for?
She remember when she put out that video, she said, this was sad. Even I felt bad that they threw her out the thing and then
I mean,
took
what
all her
haven't if
gifts.
you think about it though, what haven't I been thrown out of? Let's talk about it. I don't let them tell I've been thrown out of everything. Who cares? They just want somebody to care. I was purged. It started with Brother Malcolm being purged, you know. So, I mean, if that didn't bother me, what else would bother me? I got kicked out of a Rose challenge, stuff like that happens. Who cares? Hell, if
let
it
me
was left up to them, I'd be kicked out the community.
let me say this, Karen, because you said something earlier, right? Every relationship has an expiration date on it, right? Um, it's all what you do in it's all what you do in the relationship. I was very clear on here, and I guess I'll make it publicly stated again. I don't just spend my time just randomly. It meant something to meet the people that I met in Vegas. So I don't take that lightly. I could have just not met. You understand? Like it.
Well, we're not just the KMJ as a hashtag. Now we can officially say we actually linked up together. Like these are three initials that actually met each other, right? Like some people don't get to meet people on here. And it happened so soon. It could have been something that took 2 or 3 years to make happen.
And
What
I will
happened?
tell you that it was Karen's activity that brought that together. She was gonna be there, and I was like, oh, let me see, can I make it there too?
Shoot, I
So
remember, listen, in 18, I went to Texas. They put a narrative out that I went to have a baby with Brother Malcolm. And, I went to go meet one of my subscribers at the time. I'm like, man, I already had plans to come to Texas. One of my people happened to be out here. So we linked up. Yeah. I'm like, dog, they'll put a narrative out here in a minute. And I'm used to that too. So it's just unfortunate that they used Karen paid for Monica demonstration, and I did not. So I'm just thankful Honey Lot called at the right time to clarify that. So
yeah, and that was not scripted, but I did put a call into her, and I didn't tell her what I was calling about.
and
But
she was
I
so
didn't want to
open, and that
take
was
the
pretty cool.
yeah, I didn't want to miss the opportunity to have that discussion. You never know what somebody is gonna say, but when it's the truth, you don't have to worry about what you like you can just have a random conversation like that when it's the truth. Like you can't correct anything. I mean, you can't. It is just is what it is, and that's about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But hey, I got my people. Y'all go get y'all people. We gonna maybe for these YouTubers, right? Maybe we don't stand hard enough for each other around here. Maybe that's what they known to take for truth, right? And I'm talking about with the TH at the end. They think because we don't stand up for each other as hard as they want us to, that it's not real, right? But people got to believe what they want to believe on here. I think what ties us together even more is being able to have those conference calls or just chopping it up on the phone. So,
I just
but
think it's easy to disagree with somebody on something. Like I know what I disagree about on some things. I just know which things I disagree on, and I'm just gonna stay true to me, and I want everybody that's around me to stay true to themselves. So there's gonna be times when we're not gonna agree on shit, and we're gonna see things differently, or we've had a different experience, and that's just how it has to be. And I get my warnings from everybody. And technically, I just want to be clear. I only got one other female that I truly want to meet in person since being on this internet. And my brother from another mother, I gotta get down to his area to meet him. And but to meet him, I gotta go with Nugget and T.
that ain't Tyon, is it?
No, that's Jason. I already met Tyon. We went to the movies together.
I'm gonna tell him Joy to block me. He ought to be ashamed of himself.
Yeah, Tyon. He's a New Yorker. I met Tyon a couple of years ago. We went to go see the Green Book or something. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the only. I don't know anybody. I don't know now. Everybody be offended, but in terms of that, that's the only other person that I really truly would want to meet that I met on the internet. And then I guess if I ever become popular, and then there's some kind of, because I watched the slot community because we went to Vegas, so I moved over into the slot community. So as I'm watching the slot community, they got meetups and stuff they do in Vegas with the people from whoever could get there. And obviously most of their subscribers at some point in time go to Vegas and be looking for them in the casinos playing the games and stuff. That's cool. I don't know, like it is what it is. Just when I get to be yo, there's in the other communities, like I could think of a couple communities right now that they have like conventions and stuff where they do formal meetups with the people that are in that community. They just don't have people in the type of community that we have people affiliated with that are threatening to fight people and stuff meeting up. Like you can't ever really want to meet up with most of the folks that are around here from this experiment because at the end of the day they want to fight. They want to turn the positive engagement into a negative situation. And that's truly unfortunate. You're not going to get a scandal out of us. We didn't go to Vegas. We wasn't fighting with each other. We don't got no negative, not that maybe I'm speaking too soon. Is there a negative thing? We don't got no negative reporting to give back to y'all. It was not that kind of party. And we stayed in Vegas for what is the approved period of time, about 3 days before you get in trouble in Vegas. So you're not gonna get that kind of. If you were looking for that kind of content, you're not gonna find that. And people state things the way they state, the way they see it. And Karen's opinion and perspective is always going to be Karen's. And Joy is always going to have this little chit chat going on. And I'm going to think I'm about more justice. What more can I say? Can we call this a wrap?
Oh yeah.
All right. So I'll check you later. I got.
Hey, as soon as you wrap this up, hit me up.
Okay, because I got to do that run.
I bet.
All right. Joy, my cousin. Behave yourself. Thank you, Tyon, for dropping in the chat. I appreciate it. Karen blew away. Bam, Karen said I should make you pay the membership. So I'm going to put the video on the lower tier of the membership. $2.99. You can find, what's that dude's name? Gears. For $2.99, you can find Gears. Thank you for my member LADMV for stopping in and dropping in the chat and making yourself present. JJ, what's up? Bang, bang. Stupid. K, for being regular on here right now and bringing your voice and actually being very supportive in your speech in the chat. I appreciate that you stay on topic, and that means the world to me in this world of how things go on. So I appreciate it. All you folks, if I missed somebody that popped up in here, thank you to those that didn't. What somebody said, I wanna appreciate all those that did pay to play. You know, I think about that, but I just, when it comes down to Bam, I just be like, she be having so much audacity to just show up and be like, hey Mo, I come in peace. Can I get a piece of that? And then, like, that's the stuff I be talking about, because I don't really have no animosity towards all these people around here that people be thinking. Anyway, today's broadcast was brought to you by the M, the O, no, KMJ. That ass. Looking stupid on these streets. Let me go handle my business. I'm so sorry about that.